Hi, welcome to Excel functions tutorial. Today I will explain about some of the logical functions like and, if error and if else. So let's start our discussion with and function. So this function is useful for checking multiple conditions. If all the conditions are met or if all the conditions are true, it returns true. Otherwise, it returns false as output. So this and function is useful to determine whether the specified conditions are true or not. If the condition, all the conditions given for AND function are true, it returns true, otherwise it returns false. It returns true if all conditions are true and false if any one condition is false. Suppose if 10 conditions are given, 9 are true, 1 is false. Obviously, it will return false as output. Every condition given for AND function must be true to get final output as true. Let's see an example related to AND function. Suppose you have list of scores in the cells A1 to A5. In Excel sheet, suppose you have marks from A1 to A5 cells. So here you have to check the condition that if all the scores entered from A1 to A5 are greater than or equal to 60, then the student is considered as passed exam. If the any mark is below 60, the student is considered as failure student. So here we can do that by specifying, here we have to check 5 cells. A1 greater than or equal to 60, A2 greater than or equal to 60, A3 greater than or equal to 60, and A4, A5 greater than or equal to 60. We are specifying this by using AND function. If every cell from A1 to A5, if every cell has value more than 60, obviously the statement, this function will return true. If any cell contains value below 60, obviously this will return false as output. This formula will return true if all the scores from A1 to A5 are greater than or equal to 60, indicating that all students passed exam. If any of the score is below 60, it will return false. So, sir, is it compulsory to specify every cell address? As the same condition is checked, no need to enter address of every cell. If the conditions are different for each cell, we have to enter them separately like the previous example. If every cell, suppose A1 to A5, the same condition is checked, then we can go for use of range function. A1 to A5 greater than or equal to 60. Every cell must have value greater than or equal to 60. Because of that, instead of using cells separately, individually, I can specify the range by using A1 colon A5. A1 colon A5 greater than or equal to 60. When all the cells from A1 to A5, when they have value greater than or equal to 60, this function will return true. If any cell contains value less than 60, this function will return false. This formula will also return true if all the scores from A1 to A5 are greater than or equal to 60 and false if any of them are below 60. This is useful when we have to check multiple conditions. Suppose if in 5 cells we have to check 5 different conditions, this can be used. If the 5 cells need to be checked for the same condition, even for that purpose, this AND function can be used. This is the use of AND function in. Now let's see how this function works in actual Excel spreadsheet. Now we have values from A1 to A6. From A1 to A6 cells, we have some values. Now let's apply this AND function over these values which are present between A1 to A6 cells. So here you can see the formula. I'm just moving to formulas tab where I can see the formula directly. If I use this option, show formulas, I can see the formula. So in the first cell of E1, in E1 cell, what is the formula that I wrote? Equal to AND of A1 greater than or equal to 60, A2 greater than or equal to 60, like that till A5. If all the values are greater than or equal to 60, this function will return true value. Here, as we have one value less than 45, so if I say this, what is the output I am getting? I am getting false. As soon as I change this value to 78, you see the output, it is getting changed. So this is one way of using AND function by specifying every cell that is to be checked, or every condition that has to be checked by AND function can be specified. If the values are continuous, suppose if you see here from A1 to A6, if you see here from A1 to A6 we have some values. As they are continuously located from A1 to A6 cells, instead of specifying each and every cell, we can directly specify the range like A1 colon A5. So instead of writing A1, A2, A3, A4, A5 separately, directly I can specify the range like A1 colon A5 greater than or equal to 60, and this also returns the same. There is no difference between the formula written on the top and down. Here we specified range, and here we specified each cell individually. This is how we can use AND function in Excel.